I am joined now by Democratic Congressman Mike Quigley of Illinois. He's a member of the House Intelligence Committee. Congressman, thank you for joining us. Rudy Giuliani says not going to cooperate with any subpoenas from your committee or from the House of Representatives that come his way. What do you do next?
Well, look, it's no surprise the White House hasn't cooperated with any aspect of this investigation for over 3 years. What we do is we move forward. Tomorrow there'll be another deposition, and the one the next day, and the committee will make a decision as to who to bring forward, who to subpoena. If they don't respond, we'll take it prudently on a case-by-case basis on a decision whether to go to court. In the end, I do believe that the courts will recognize, not just on this subpoena, but on all the others, the urgency of this and the national security implications, and they'll act accordingly and give Congress its constitutional right of oversight.
I mean, just when you look at how central Giuliani is to all of the reporting that's out there, including that testimony yesterday from Fiona Hill, apparently, how important is it ultimately for you to be able to have access to him through either documents or through a personal appearance?
Look, on one hand, I think there's an extraordinary case. The president committed a crime, high crimes and misdemeanors on the public record. We have the text, we have the transcript, we have the whistleblower's complaint. But any other additional evidence will be helpful. Rudy combines it all, though. You're right. First of all, it's shadow government and bad foreign policy. A man with little or no expertise, no security clearance, working in the shadows and moving forward with national policy. What role is he playing? A personal attorney for the president, operating under the State Department? This leads to extraordinary mistakes, one that we're witnessing in plain view.
Again, this new reporting tonight from the Wall Street Journal about federal prosecutors issuing a subpoena to your former colleague, Pete Sessions, but saying that the focus of that subpoena is Giuliani. Is the attention from federal prosecutors that reportedly is now there when it comes to Giuliani, is that going to complicate your work at all?
Look, we've dealt with this from day one. Obviously, there were a number of indictments. 3 of the people closest to President Trump were indicted and went to jail. So our goal is not to interfere with lawful prosecutions, but to make sure that they aren't impaired. So we've worked well with the Mueller investigation and prosecutors before. It'll be our intention to do so as we go forward.
And finally, again, the House Speaker there announcing just a few minutes ago that there will be no vote on the House floor to formally open an impeachment inquiry. Republicans have been saying this is something they think you should do. I believe Mike Pence, his lawyer, said today one of his reasons for not complying, he says, is you haven't had this vote. Do you think there is a case for holding the vote?
Look, the White House hasn't cooperated, and they've always used any other excuse that was in front of them. I fully believe that if the House had voted on this, they still wouldn't comply, and I believe they're being less than honest with the American public. Obviously, it's not in the Constitution, it's not in law, it's not in the House rules that we go forward this way. I'll leave it up to leadership in the House to decide what's best, but the bottom line, we're going forward with this investigation regardless of their actions and their attempts to obstruct us.
Congressman Mike Quigley, thank you for joining us.